What is going on, ladies and gentlemen of the tribe, and welcome back to another Galaxy of Heroes video with your bald-headed boy Scribble. We are ready to tackle this episode of Galactically Challenged, featuring, once again, the return of the great Inquisitorius. Let's do this. Well, what have we here? We are on Camino, facing off against Padme and her Galactic Republic allies, Anakin, GK, Snips, and C-3PO. The global modifier is basic training, which basically trains you to have some morale or some such. We gain a bonus thingy for morale, I don't really care. Dark Pursuit is the modifier for our Inquisitorius. If the allied leader is an Inquisitor, whenever they use an ability, they inflict a stack of Purge on the target enemy. Unfortunately, this can be resisted, so Padme's bonus protection mechanic will more or less prevent this. Whenever Purge expires from an enemy, they gain a stack of Fatigue, maximum of 20, which can't be copied, dispelled, or resisted. And essentially, Fatigue, what it does is it reduces the speed and the tenacity of the enemy, and whenever an ally defeats an enemy, all enemies are inflicted with 5 stacks of Fatigue. At 20 stacks, Inquisitorius allies gain Coup de Grace, and Coup de Grace basically is an instant kill, where it's massive damage. The next special attack deals true damage equal to 100% of the target's max health. Now, unfortunately, this never really comes into play because you never really get that 20 stacks of Fatigue on the enemy team. So there we go. The enemy has got the ever wonderful Steadfast Retribution, which is going to be reflecting our damage back at us, so we slowly, very quickly, kill ourselves. It's great. The feats then. We need to win with a team of Inquisitorius, we need to win with no leader, we need to complete the battle after not losing a unit, and of course, we need to complete the battle. Now, I will say this. If you don't have Reva, forget it. That might not be entirely true, but in my testing, trying to beat this at tier 10 without Reva in your squad is just a nightmare, ladies and gentlemen. So, I'm going to report 2 things for you. One if you've got Reva, one if you don't have Reva. One will get gold bucks, one will get red box. And I hope that's going to be satisfactory to everybody involved. I'd recommend, obviously, not throwing in 7th Sister. She is very useful, but the problem with her is she always assists her allies, and under Padme's leadership, all that's really going to do is feed them a bunch of bonus protection all the time, and they become a pain to actually kill. So, we're going in with a double tank setup here with 9th Sister. She can also get a nice little AoE daze over there on Snips, and that makes life a lot easier. So I'm going to start off with a Torture on Kenobi. And then I'm going to go ahead and Armor Shred Kenobi. We're going to get so much Armor Shred on this guy, it's unreal. And then I'm going to get the stun on Anakin, hopefully. No stun landed, unfortunately. AoE from Grand Inquisitor, and that is going to get the ability block over there on Padme, which is super important. Nice AoE or big hit here from 8th Brother will get rid of Kenobi. And now we just need to worry about the rest of the team. So I'm going to go ahead and bloop. Nice little AoE there, get the daze so Snips isn't an issue. Then we'll get the heals. Or the heal block, rather. And we'll get some more Purge on the field. Wonderful. Now, let's see if we can get rid of Anakin. 2 and 3. Oh, so close. AoE here for the win. Lovely. That's perfect. Let's see if we can also get rid of Ahsoka here. Oh, well, she's gone. And now it's just left to Padme. And you should be absolutely fine at this point. Very useful. Don't take in 7th Sister. She just makes life a little too awkward for you. She keeps on giving them bonus protection, you'll never really chew through those thicker characters. So Reva is nice and easy if you have her, but I appreciate not everybody has Reva, not everybody has even got Grand Inquisitor. If that's the case, I recommend going down to tier 6, and I'm going to just use an Inquisitorius squad here that doesn't include any of the legendaries. So everybody else with a 5th Brother lead, I recommend 5th Brother lead in most circumstances where you don't have Grand Inquisitor or Reva, because his leadership is kind of the best generic leadership out of the Inquisitors when you don't have those 2 legendaries. Now we're going to do similar things. I'm going to immediately get the ability block on Padme because I don't like her face. And then we're just going to start throwing stuff around here. Now if you've got relics on any of these characters, it should be pretty straightforward and easy for you. They drop pretty quickly. And then it's just a case of having some fun with it. So let's go ahead and get that blind out on those Jedi. Get rid of Anakin because he's a big threat. Then we'll go ahead and ground pound with 9th Sister. Now we could probably get rid of Padme here, but I'm going to try and keep people alive. Why not try and keep people alive? Because it does count as one of the feats. Let's see. Let's suck off Ahsoka Tano here. Quite literally. And then let's shred Padme. Shredded Padme is best Padme. Alright, so yeah, if you don't have GI or Reva, just go in at tier 6, you'll still be able to get the gold box. So we still need to get a couple of feats, we need to win with no leader, and we need to win with no losses. This is the team that I would recommend that you use at tier 10, going in with a Malak lead, and then some Sith, being Traya, Nihilus, and Darth Revan, and Grand Admiral Thrawn as the final piece of the puzzle. Between Traya and Thrawn, you can lock down or minimize the amount of tech that the enemy has. So don't worry about the stun from Padme, especially if they go after Malak at the start. That's actually super useful. Let's see, we're going to start off with an AoE Fear hero, and then when we get round to our turn, you want to Fracture on Kenobi. So I get a nice little Fracture on Kenobi, and then you Isolate on Padme, and I'm going to decrease the cooldowns over here on Thrawn so we can get round to a Fracture that much quicker. We're going to suck off the entire team, and we want to try and get through to that Annihilate as soon as possible, essentially. This is really useful. We've triggered a threshold over here to get Life Drain on Malak. So you use it on Anakin once, and we should trigger another one. Use it on Anakin again, and there's no longer any Anakin on the field. Isn't that wonderful? That's exactly what you're looking to have done. At this point, what are we looking for? We're looking to get some buff immunity on Ahsoka so she can't gain any bonus protection. Let's also look to get some ability blocks, whatever we can. And can we get that shock? Yes, we can. Just keep on focusing on Ahsoka. Now, the reason we isolate Padme is so that when she does her cleanse and heal, it doesn't do anything, basically. It does nothing at all, which is really, really nice because she can't cleanse her allies. So we're back round to Thrawn here. What we want to do is pass the turn over to whoever has the highest turn meter. I'm actually going to go for Traya here. And you don't really want to trigger that taunt from Kenobi, but it looks like we're going to have to here. Just get the Fracture immediately right back off on him. Isn't that wonderful? And back over to focusing on Ahsoka. See that heal? Did absolutely nothing for her allies. Isn't that wonderful? Get rid of that crit hit immunity, and she immediately regains it because she's just obnoxious. I guess we'll focus on Padme for now. Maybe just leave Snips for the time being. Leave Snips for the time being and focus on Padme, who can't get herself any bonus protection. Definitely spread that AoE Fear. Ooh, and now we can just immediately yeet out somebody. Who shall we go for? I think we'll actually go for Snips. Now, you could probably go for anyone here, realistically speaking. But I chose to go for Snips because she's probably the fastest and most annoying person to deal with here. I'm going to Life Drain on Padme. Lovely. See if we can get rid of Padme. That would be really, really convenient. Let's do an AoE Sucky Sucky. Keep that focus. Let's pass this over to Traya once again. Keep that Isolate over there on Padme. Always Isolate on Padme, and then we'll just Fracture GK. Beautiful. And you shouldn't lose anybody at this point. Obviously, Nihilus is going to be, like, the most susceptible, because when he does his Annihilate, he's going to go down to 1% health, basically. But you should be able to heal him up okay. Keep focusing on Padme. Slowly but surely, we should be able to take her out. Just takes a little bit of time. And if we get round to another Life Drain, of course, or an Annihilate from Nihilus, it will be all the easier. Come on then. Let's be having you, Padme. She's just got so much health, it's unreal. Boom. There we go. Just GK left now. And I believe we've got Sucky Sucky. Oh, accidentally did it on C-3PO. Wasn't meant to do that. I think we've also got an Annihilate available over here. So let's just get rid of GK. And then we have it. No leader, and you managed to get that with no losses as well. Now you can do this exact same setup, and you can throw in someone like Lord Vader instead, if you wanted to see if it gives you an easier time of things. Just take out someone like Darth Revan, throw in Lord Vader. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to about do it for this episode of Galactically Challenged with your bald-headed boy Scribble. I hope it was useful to you. If it was, make sure you hit that like button and tell me in the comments section how you got your red box, so I can expand my knowledge further and pass it on to the wideness of the tribe. Speaking of which, a big shout out to my wonderful, wonderful patrons. Thank you so much for your continued support. You guys are the bomb. Alright, until the very next video, guys, peace out, and may the Force be with you.